Good morning, everybody. A little bit of a rare Sunday morning stream. Welcome. We're trying to be quiet. Everybody's still crashed out, so noise abatement is in process. But good to see you guys. Good to see you. We're here in Oregon, Christmas Valley, 62 Sierra, and we're going to be making our way towards home, Riverton, Wyoming, Central Wyoming Regional, and probably take a couple of legs. We're going to see if we can get some of them knocked out this morning, while things are still on the down low, quiet, and see what we can get, cranked out here before church starts and all that good stuff. So yeah, welcome. There's at least one crazy person out there watching. So good to see you. Let's get right in here and get started, and be on our way. All right, fuel is on. Trims are centered and looking good. Cowls, open them up here. Get the control locks off. Let's just make sure everything is bound correctly here. Everything is looking good. We're going to get rid of you guys here. And, all right, we will put the throttles to high RPM. Gear is confirmed down. Parking brake is on. And let's go. Nav light, beacon light, and let's get a little bit of power here started. And I'll hold off on turning the lights on here for just a couple of minutes, because this aviation flashlight is really nice to have. All right, all those are looking good there. All of those are fine. Sweet. I'm liking it. It's chilly in here, so we got to get fired up and get going here, don't we? All right, very good. Audible booster pump check. Looks fine, or sounds fine. And
Fixie!
Good morning, Mr. Fixie. How are you? Hey, that was fun flight yesterday, by the way. Great call. I've never been there. That was pretty cool. Nice freeware scenery and everything. It was pretty sweet. All right. It's time to get started here, and we'll do the flight planning as we let the engine warm up. Okay, before Rich, high RPM, full open. Do the booster pump for a couple seconds here. Nice, yeah. I agree. All right, bring this back. Throttle cracked. Prop area is clear. She's alive. Yeah, I don't know if you were watching mine, but I bounced it. I was in pretty good shape, and I just kind of that slope is a little deceptive. I got a little low, and then I don't know if I pulled up a little too much and then just plunked it, but it bounced twice. So that was not ideal, but ultimately though it worked out all right. Oops. Yeah, it was not my worst, but acceptable. Should have been a go around. As soon as you bounce, I know you're supposed to go around, but yeah, I digress. All right, so all that looks good here. We need the defroster and the heat to come on here pretty much right away. Probably could use some windshield heat as well. And this is going to get a little crazy here, isn't it? Get all that stuff turned on here. And be ready to go. Where are my panel lights here? There we go. Floodlight panel lights are on. And okay, so we'll let this warm up a little bit as we do our flight planning. Hey, we got some we got some weather showing here. This could very well be terrain too. I don't know, but so I was really torn on what aircraft to fly for this event, because I've got a couple that could
TOS system test okay.
could easily make it in one shot, and I'm like, that's missing the point a little bit. We wanna have multiple legs and multiple stops. So this plane might be a little bit of overkill too, just because it's pretty quick. But I needed to pick something today that had some anti-icing capability in it, and so that's kind of why I ended up going with this one. I kicked around. We sure could have went. We could have went Chally and just got there. Heck, we could have went Chally and went all the way to Clark County if we wanted to. But I thought this was kind of a perfect in the middle compromise, or pretty close anyway. Maybe the Bonanza would have been an even better choice. But all right, here's what we're going to get in Boise. That's going to be our first stop here. We've got 160 at 8 on the wind, so we're going to have a little bit of a crosswind deal. So I think we'll probably go with the 10. Well, you know what? I don't know. Let's which one of those offers us a procedure, I guess. An approach. 10. Oh, the 10 right looks like will be our baby. So let's pop in the ILS runway 10 right, and I think we want Jimmy. Yeah, cool. All right, we'll load that. That's going to be our whole flight plan. We're going to depart here from Christmas Valley, and we're going to go direct to Jimmy, and we're going to try to climb up. I better file. Let me get my flight plan filed here. The other reason I picked this guy is because it is pressurized, and we can take it up a little ways. Because there's some pretty good weather between Christmas Valley and Boise. Well, between Christmas Valley and central Wyoming. So that'll be the other thing, is we'll have a little bit of a challenge for weather. So we'll go to Boise, then we'll go to Jackson Hole, and then we'll finish at Central Wyoming Regional. I don't know that we'll get all that done this morning, but we'll get as far as we can, and at least until people start waking up and putting me to work. Good. They're saying 17,000, which I think will be just fine. Let's pre-file. one thing I forgot to, Jay Foot, what's up? That's what I put in my flight plan. It's in the remarks. It's too early. We should check to see what our payload is here. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to stop and get some fuel in Boise, so that'll be good. It'll be a good place for us to stop. And then, yeah, we're not doing really anything here. No, I take it back. Let's do this. We are hauling bags. How many bags can we haul here? What can you fit in each? 50 pounds. 50 and 50. Wow. Fit a lot of payload in this bad boy. All right. No co-pilot, just me, myself, and I. I wish I was 170. I'm going more like 220 these days, I think. All right, so 150 pounds of presence. That ought to be good. And let's go, baby. Try flipping. Let's try flipping on some of the electrics and see what the compass does. Yeah. So yeah, and I don't remember having problems with this compass. I thought it was just the Duke, but we'll mess with it a little bit. I'm glad you reminded me of that. So we're sitting at about 128 or so, and put you away. Let's check our whiskey compass here. I'm trying to remember how to get it to update. Eye bulbs aren't working quite yet this morning. Seems like it. Right click and no. I gotta update the heading bug anyway. I think we're gonna try to depart to the south here. I don't really have a weather report, but in looking at windy, it does look like the winds are generally favoring a southern departure. All right, how do I update my freaking? Maybe this one doesn't have. Maybe this one's synced up already, and we're already off a little bit. That could be. So I've got. So I do have the windshield heat on. Let's turn that off and see what happens here. Turn the windshield heat off. Oh, look at that. J-foot, look at that. Look at that sucker. It sure does. It frickin' does, doesn't it? I mean, that's still not quite on, but it's closer. Now, what else do I have on? Just the avionics master. Let's turn it off and see what happens. That didn't do anything. Huh. I'll be darned. Well, a little bit of a bug, I guess. The bottom line is this. We're going to go with this compass and not worry about the whiskey compass. Did I lose my flight plan? I bet I did. Huh. That's really interesting.
TOS. System test OK.
I bet that's something they know about already, don't they? Approach Eyeless Yankee from Jimmy, and we'll leave the course reversal in for now, and I'm gonna go ahead and activate it because we're gonna head straight to Jimmy as our initial point. I don't even have an altimeter for this place, but I do have an elevation 4,320. So we can adjust. We're pretty close to that, actually. 4,320, somewhere in that neighborhood. And let's go. We said 17,000 feet. Sweet, I love it. now that I look at Christmas Valley, it's we've got east-west facing runways here. So I guess what we're going to do is we'll depart eastbound and down. Hey, Chavez, how are you, man? You are correct, by the way. I think it was you that suggested that the window heat affects the whiskey compass, because it sure does. It sure does. Even in the well, now hold on. Now I just turned it on and it's actually kind of where it needs to be. So yeah, I don't know. I'm more confused than ever now. we did turn it on and then back off, and it corrected this, but we're about 10 degrees off. So yeah, I don't know. All right, y'all. I think we're fairly warmed up here. And I'm gonna just grab a quick, maybe I can at least grab a frequency here. 2280. All right, that's even easier.
What are you doing here?
I know, I do too. I just love these planes. I really do. All right, we're kind of right here at the end of the runway we need to be, so I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do just a quick run up here and make sure everything is copacetic. Get all of our instruments where we need to be. Whoops. We're not warming up very dang fast. Have I forgot to turn on? I've got the heater on. There must be a blower that I have forgot to put on. Yep, the heater blower. All my passengers are back there just freezing to death. Kind of reminds me of when I used to ride to school with my dad when I was little. Man, he did not believe in warming up the truck beforehand, man. We just got out, freaking hopped in. It was about a 10 to 15 mile ride to school, and it was a dang cold one every morning. There we go. That looks good. Starting to come up. Yeah, man, let's go, baby. My second favorite freeze my butt off story was one time I flew a Beech 1900 out of Laramie. Laramie, Wyoming is a notoriously cold, high elevation airport in southeast Wyoming, and it was wintertime, and I was flying out to meet a friend. My ultimate destination was South Bend, Indiana. Anyway, I was a part of the first flight of the day, and I remember walking into the airport and to check in, and right behind me were the two pilots walking into the airport to check in, and I'm like, oh, that's odd. But anyway, I saw the airplane out there, on the tarmac, and I'm like, well, surely they've got, the freaking ground power, hooked up, and they're, warming it up and everything. No, they didn't. The two pilots led. Well, there were like 10 passengers. Let us all out, and opened the door and had us get in, sit down. It had to be. I don't know if it was above zero. I don't know, but it was cold, and they just freaking fired it up, and it was about a 45-minute flight down to Denver. I think it finally was warming up when we touched down at Denver, but man, I was never so cold in an airplane ever in my life. All right, I think we're ready. taxi lights on. We're going to probably need to just get all of our anti-icing stuff going right now. I just got a feeling. So that was quite the deal. Christmas Valley traffic. Barron 11816 is taxiing from the main ramp area to runway 9. Christmas Valley. Okay, yeah, right over there. I guess it's runway 7. Correction, that's runway 7 for November 11816. Yo. Oh. And when I mean we're here, we're here. We're freaking here. Oh, it is too. You're right, Jayfoot. When you get when you get wet like that and the wind blows, and it is, you're right, it's worse. Okay, a fairly short runway here at Christmas Valley. By the by, I think we're looking at it's like Vogar short, like 5,000 feet or something. What are we looking at? Yeah, 5,200. In fact, I think it's a little longer, about 200 feet longer than Vogar was, where Fixie and I flew yesterday. Christmas Valley traffic. Barron 11816 is departing runway 7. Will be straight out eastbound departure. Christmas Valley. Okay. Runway looks clear. Clear on final. Let's get her lined up. We are looking for full power here, guys, and probably somewhere in that 90 knot range. So let's go, baby, let's go. We do have the cowls open right now. Getting good power. Away we go. Into the beautiful Oregon morning skies here. There's 80. Getting light on the nose. There's 90. And I think she wants to fly. Yep, there we go. Positive rate. Actually out of usable runway. Gear up. Flaps up. Going straight to nav, baby. Straight to nav. 1,500. Looks like a whoops. Oh, you rascal. It was going to be such a beautiful transition too. Son of a gun. Alright, let's try that again. Engage the VS, 1,500. Yeah, now we're a little quick. That's alright. Get the RPMs back in the green here. How about 25 and 35 on that initial climb? I think that's good. I am on the network. I should be. I'm not on the network. Ah, doggone it. All those beautiful radio calls. B58, I believe. Baron, yeah. Rascals. All right. Hey, Dave. Good morning, Delta Oreo. All right, now I am. Shoot. Right? And then you can hear the difference, J-Foot, when you pop stuff on. I agree. You know what? Let's do a quick check here. I forgot the pitot heat already. And taxi lights can come off. I forgot to put the landing lights on. Hey, I'm 2 for 2 on checklist items. Anyway, I was coming down here to look at temps and pressures. Green and happy, I would say. Yes. All right, 201 miles to destination, hour and 10 minutes. We're going to try to climb up to 17,000 feet. Get ourselves above the muckety-muck here. And perhaps we won't need much anti-ice. Ooh, hey, how you doing? I think we've got our temperatures where they need to be. All right, I think I'll leave the defrost on partway here. Cabin temperature and the blower on low. There we go. Yep. Oh, the pressurization. You are right. I don't have. Let's pressurize this bad boy. And we better set this to the correct level as well. Good catch there, J-Foot. I'm only 2 drinks of coffee in this morning, so I need all the help I can get. All right, we'll set it 1,000 above. And pressurize the cabin. The door seal, cabin out. So taxi lights. No, sorry. Cabin altitude set. Cabin and door seal. Pressurization set. We've got our climb 25 and 36. I've got a 25 and 35. I think that's all right. 25. Yep, 25 and 35. And cowl flaps. I don't think we need them. Nice and cool day, so we should be all right. Oh, and I guess who forgot to update their title from yesterday as well? This guy, Operation Santa. This is, this is the Baron, but it's the same, it's the black square guys. And it comes in a, you can get it, I guess, in a pack, combination pack. Which I recommend. I got them together, so you get a little discounted deal. But you get 3 variants of each aircraft, which is really nice. So it's like 6 planes for $60 or something like that. It's really a good deal. But yeah, this is the Baron. It's a little faster, but the main reason I got it is I wanted to be able to go up high. And this is a pressurized variant. There is a Bonanza that'll take you up. The turbocharged Bonanza, man, it'll really go as well. The turbocharged Bonanza might even be faster than this plane, I'm being honest. But this one here, it's hauling 150 pounds of Christmas presents, and should get the job done. Speed's kind of coming back. This is initially where I was hoping to be, somewhere around 120 on the climb. So it's kind of water's found its level. But you know what? The pressurized Baron in winter it is the choice, because that's the other thing, is it has the most extensive anti-icing panel. I don't know what the Baron or Bonanza. I don't know what the Bonanza has, but anyway, it's a great plane for wintertime. And speaking of, we can turn some of this stuff off here. I'll keep the windshield on just because if you start making ice on the windshield, it's really hard to get rid of. So I'll leave that on for now. And again, about the only thing that I don't love about them is it's got a little bit of a glitch with the whiskey compass. It's not indicating what we should be down here in the Bendix. And this one doesn't have, as I kind of was looking through, this one does not have. This has a compass setup that does not, like you don't have the gyro drift. So that's just a little bit of a bug. We did test it. I don't remember if it was Chavez or J-Foot or somebody else that mentioned that they had read that there was a bug with the black square planes, that when you turned on the windshield heat, it messed up the compasses. So we tested that on the ground, and it did move a little bit. Let me test it again right here and see if it moves. Yeah, sure enough, look at that. So this is much more like what we're actually doing. It's still about 10 degrees off, but it's much closer. But yeah, isn't that something? Windshield heat affects it, and I don't know if pitot heat does much. Doesn't look like pitot heat does much, but so hopefully they'll fix that up, because that does freak me out. I think I'm going the wrong way. I had a really bad experience when I was first streaming, first flying on VATSIM, and there's 17,000. I was trying to fly out of Nantucket, and it was bad weather, and I was flying with somebody, and my compasses were not aligned, and I was following this compass down here, the HSI, and the compass up top was way different. And anyway, it was a mess. I ended up turning. I thought I was turning left, and I was turning right, and it was quite embarrassing. And busy airspace and all that. So I've been traumatized for the past 10 years. It's a feature. A bunch of electrical heat strips probably generates magnetic fields. Well, you know what? I'll go with that, J-Foot. Hey, what's going on, Ibanez? Good morning, Joe. So, what are we doing, by the way? If first of all, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Good morning. As Ibanez says, my name is Brant. Nice to meet you. Thanks for tuning into the Melvin Lira channel. We are doing a virtual USA Flying Club event. And there's Chris. What's up? Happy Sunday. So the Virtual USA Flying Club, it's a general aviation flying club. Our goal is pretty simple. We're just trying to promote GA traffic and flying on VATSIM. And so that's our whole deal. So we have lots of resources set up. We have lots of people. People are our most important resource. Lots of real-world pilots and ATC people that we set up flights and events for people to fly on VATSIM. Some of them involve talking to ATC, and some involve purposefully not talking to ATC. But we'll help you out if you are interested in that. Come check us out. There's the link. Takes you over to the Discord channel. There's no obligation. It doesn't cost anything. It's none of that stuff. There's no fancy freaking ACARS thing to download or any of that stuff. It's a no muss, no fuss. VFR guy, good morning. But yeah, we're north of 900 members now, and this is an event that I have been doing for the past, I think, 3 years, and it's called Operation Santa. And the whole idea behind Operation Santa is that you are, well, it sort of changes every year, but the general gist of it is you're trying to get packages to your hometown, whatever that is, by midnight on Christmas Eve. And so there's a window because some people are going to fly like Ibanez. He's going to fly his, but he's got to fly his all the way to Florida. And so we start, we're here on the, we're here all the way over in Oregon, Christmas Valley, Oregon. And, like we don't have to go too far. We only have to go to Wyoming here. So, we like this could be a one and done deal. Like I might be able to get them all done today. But like if you're Ibanez, man, he's got to go clear over here to Florida. So he may need a day to get to my house, and then a day to get to Downwind Sim's house, and then a day to get to Boozy Sheep's house, and you know what I mean. It might take him all week long. So that's why we start the event. This is an extended event, and so pilots are able to start on this morning, basically, and fly, and they just have to get there before midnight on Christmas Eve. It's if they're able to, there's a little bit of a prize that we'll draw for you. Be involved in the prize drawing, and then there's also, I'm going to give you a chance to get a bonus ticket into the drawing. In the event, I wrote up the event in the style of a gritty pilot log, and so, what happened to my X-plane? Holy cow! What in the name of what in the world? Something happened there, didn't it? All right, that's really weird. Well, that was kind of crazy. No, that's not right. Oh, lovely. There we go. Anyway, so the event briefing is written like an old pilot log journal. So if you make it in the allotted window, which is this morning until midnight local time on Christmas Eve, you get one ticket. And if you write an entry into your own gritty pilot journal, you get a bonus entry. So anyway, Beethoven, you're missing one of your two power lines tonight. Power only for parts of the house, and no 220. Oh, for the water pump and AC. Power from the fridge comes from the neighbor. Oh my goodness. Holy cow, what the heck, dude? Dave Rendon's new to the channel. Yes, Dave, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Dave's an OG at the channel. He even has, even though I'm bummed out because I did a computer revamp, and in the process of revamping my PC, well, this wasn't a revamp, it was just an entirely new PC. I lost some of my sounds, and Dave Rendon had one of the original Junior First Officer sounds, one of the welcome sounds. Of course, my grandson at the time called him Delta Oreo, not Delta Romeo, but anyway, it's one of the true lost treasures. Hey, Pandagon, what's up, Rob? Good morning. And I know where they are. That's now the sad part, is I know where they are, so I just got to figure out how to get them. They're on the old hard drive of the old machine, and for the life of me, I can't find a frickin' thumb drive anywhere in my house. Like, I used to have more thumb drives than I knew what to do with, and now I don't have a single one. Everything has become so, in the cloud that I don't even have a thumb drive. So, yeah. So that's where we're at. So this first leg here is not too bad. It's about an hour and 10 minutes, I think. And could actually have a little bit of a spicy approach into Boise. Boise right now is reporting 5 statute miles of visibility with some rain. Overcast 4,300. So it could be kind of interesting. We're planning on the ILS runway 10 right approach. Isn't it crazy how fast how fast those go away? VFR guy, this sim is ridiculous, man. Yes, it did. X-Plane has a new Bozeman scenery. And it looks really, really nice. Who made that? Thai Models or something, right? Yeah, there it is, Thai Models. And they also, somebody said that there's a new Chicago O'Hare for X-Plane 12. O'Hare payload Nimbus. So Nimbus has released an O'Hare scenery. So that's kind of cool. We need to go back in. You know what? All right, so let me hop back in here and put some of this anti-icing stuff on here as well. Dave Rendon, thank you for 14 months, man. Why did the thanks for ascribing not play, or did it? And I just missed it. No, dude, don't even worry about it, Dave. I appreciate it. It's not necessary at all. Just you being here is the important thing. So thank you, though. Yeah, I know 14 months is what it says, but whatever. It's thank you. Thank you. I may need to refill my coffee here. Alright, and the big gulp sounds work. Did I just miss it? Did it play and I just missed it? Thanks for describing. I don't know. Oh, so he also did. I see what you're saying. I have the one for Microsoft Flight Sim, but I think mine is, mine's FS Dream Teams, and it's a little dated. You know how like O'Hare, I think, is just in a constant state of flux with their runways and taxiways and all that good stuff. So it's missing a couple things. Can I find it? Let's see. It looks nice. Don't get me wrong. I guess I can't find the one for MSFS. But yeah, that Thai Models Bozeman looks pretty nice. Yeah, no, J-Foot, exactly. It's like that scenery would almost have to be updated every year with how much they mess around with things. It's insane. All right, we're about under 30 minutes to our destination, and so how about we take a look at our approach and see if we can get, so we're on the approach. Can I get a chart? I want a chart. I don't want to have a chart here. I'm in the wrong place for charts, I think. There we go. No approach chart available. Really? No approach chart for the ILS Yankee runway 10, right? I say nay, nay. There we go. All right, so we need to be down to 6,000 here at Jimmy. We do have a hold that we can fly if we need to, And at Jimmy, then we descend to 4,400 to Elbub, and then we step down to 4,100 at Sitsi, and that looks like that's where we grab the glide slope. Let's zoom in and get some details here. The localizer frequency would be 111.1. Approach course would be 102. Decision height is 200. Our elevation is 2,800. Okay, very good. And okay, that's fine. Circle to land is not authorized. Oh, north of. Okay. So if you want to circle the line, you got to come around to the south side. If you go mist, climb to 3,300, make a right-hand turn to 7,300, outbound to off the Boise VOR 113 to Canic. So there you go, up here, 7,400. Excellent. All right, so let's see. Do we have 111? I'll go ahead and just make that active for now. We can set our course to 102. It's kind of the fun, right, J-Foot, almost, to see if you can successfully taxi out of O'Hare. And you know, the last few times I've been given departures on that right-hand side. This is definitely picking up weather, isn't it? And so that's been kind of fun as well. But it's easier when you get to take off from those runways on the north side. All right, we have. Might take me a minute here. VNav planning. Jimmy at 6,000. We need right now about 1,500 feet a minute, and. All right, that's fine. I need. I'm going to change. Actually, I think I have it over here. One of these I have that top of descent information all set up. I think, yeah, 12 minutes to top of descent. And I need a right now, if I was to descend, it's suggesting a vertical speed of -550, so 550 per minute. So we'll wait till we get to the TOD. There's the indicator, and God, look at again. I cannot, like, seriously. Where is the sweet spot in freaking cabin heat? I don't know. You have a 3 millimeter window. Talk about a tight flight envelope. You have a very tight cabin heat envelope in these planes. All right, so we said 6,000, and so I'll preset that, and then we'll just kind of be ready to go with the. You need a little heat there. You don't like seeing your breath in the cabin? Come on, J-Foot, what's up? It's not that bad. Gotta back it up with a little something here. Okay, I think we're ready. The tablet works out. Oh, does the tablet have a little bit of? So probably in the cabin feature, right? Heat blower. making heat, and we are exhausting the heat into the cabin. So, I don't know. I just want to keep you guys guessing. See, we're warming up. We're already up to 33. We're good. In a minute, it'll be 112 degrees, and you'll be begging me to turn up the AC. So, you know, it's okay. No ice. That's good. That's good. We're good. We're doing good. We do need to depressurize here, don't we? So let's spin this back down. Let the cabin pressure slowly decrease. So we don't do like I normally do, which is end up on the ground with the aircraft fully pressurized and everybody's ears popping. Fixie has a headache and he's always mad about that. Yeah, toy like a toiga. You know where you're stopping day one, Chavez? All right. I'm excited to read. I'm excited to read you guys' gritty pilot logs. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be my Christmas treat. Reading those pilot logs. I had contemplated doing my flight all the way out to Clark County, which is in South Dakota. It basically doubles the flight time, which is the point, which is what I want. It's awesome. But the grandkids are going to be here later today, and I just have a feeling. I mean, I know how it is when they get here. It's just pretty much over. It's nonstop entertainment. And the old flight sim doesn't get turned on very much. So, hence the bonus Sunday stream, the rare Sunday morning stream. I've got about an hour and a half here before church, and so I think I can at least get this leg and maybe one more leg in. Because the leg from Boise to Jackson is comparable. It's about 40 miles further. So it would be about an hour and maybe an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, that'd be pretty close. I'm playing hooky today from church, by the way. I'm just going to watch it on YouTube. So I have a little bit of wiggle room. If I'm a little late, I can start the service. You know, it's archived. I can start it a little bit late. Cabin diff. Yeah, that's what we want, right? We want the cabin to be descending here. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Temperature 44. We're getting there, boys. We're getting there. Pretty soon you can take your hat off, your virtual USA Flying Club hat off. You know, one thing I didn't do, I didn't lean out at all. I wasted lots of fuel here. I don't think we're going to need to open the cowls. All of our temps are really in a good spot. Yeah, I think we're doing good. Want to keep those cylinder heads at 116 minimum, so really important as we're descending, especially I think today with the icing conditions, to keep the temps in the green here. So we have to be kind of careful as we're descending not to pull the power back. You found your first one too, Joe? Nice, nice. I'm excited. Joe, I'm envious of you because so there were a lot of people that were scared off initially from this event because of some of the distances. You know, like if you're on the East Coast, you've got a long way to go. No doubt about that. But then I think people started to realize, hey, that means I can take my favorite biz jet instead of a Cessna Skyhawk, and that kind of opened things up a little bit here. And so I'm a little bit jealous because I think Ibanez is going to take the Slotation, which would be a fun way to traverse the country. And even in the Slotation, you can get coast to coast in a couple days, no problem. 3 days. So I'm a little jealous of what you get to do, Ibanez. And I apologize, I got an ad break getting ready to start, but I'm gonna let the ad roll because it'll be done just in time for us to make our way into to Boise. So apologize for the ad break. I try to keep them to a minimum, but it's Twitch doing Twitch things. Catch you on the other side. I think I'm gonna go get some coffee while this is we're coming up on our TOD. Be right back. Excuse me. Are we heading to the eye of the hurricane here? What's going on? Ibanez, I tell you what, man, I feel like that aircraft could be in my hangar at some point in time in the near future. I really do. I really do. It looks fantastic. Should get the top of drop. Little 1 minute warning here in just a second.
Vertical track.
There it is. There's the 1 minute warning. Let's pull back the power a little bit here. And we've got a suggested VSR of 1340. So let's dial it up, man. I'll go 1,400 feet per minute. Yeah, a bizjet that does only does Mach 0.7. But yeah, I like the torque sim, guys. I do. You know, everybody's hoping they'll get that TBM updated here pretty soon, because that was another fun plane. But it looks to me like this Citation jet is in a pretty good spot too. I mean, it looks like everything's working well, and so that's nice to see. I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit. It was on sale during the Black Friday stuff, and I mean, I went Chally, which is not a bad choice, but I'm like, I should have scratched up another, 70 bucks. But yeah, I didn't. I was looking at it was a choice between that Citation jet and the Challenger, but I was also looking at that Tollus A330 and the Flight Factor 767. And anyway, yeah, so there were 4 airplanes on my radar, and I think I made the right choice. I mean, I think getting that Challenger has been a great choice. But yeah, I think the 7.6, the thing that scares me off of the 7.6 a little bit is that it's just pretty old. I mean, it's just an old add-on. And I kind of, I have the 7.5 from Flight Factor, and I kind of have like a little bit of a love-hate with that plane. And so anyway, but you did pick it up, J Foot, I see. Well, and that's, I don't know, J Foot. I think you could be right. And it had been kind of left alone for a long time. and I know that they're working on the Flight Factor guys they're always working on trying to get things updated, and they do a nice job of that. I mean, they don't neglect their aircraft, but they just have so many things that are that they're working on. And right now the 777 kind of has taken priority, so the other planes have sort of been pushed off. Oh yeah, it's the worst click spots in flight sim, right? The runway turnoff lights. Oh geez, Louise. If you know, you know. All right, guys, we're doing a bad job of pilot stuff here. We need to talk to somebody, I'm sure. Can I brother get a? Where's my Boise? There we go. Airport info. I need a frequency. Looks like 118.1. Alright, now we can make a couple of radio calls. And the other thing I could probably get while I'm here is some weather information. Still looks like we're still on the right track as far as runway 10, 2981. Update that business there. Okay. I like it. We're 6 miles from Jimmy. And then so I'm going to put us at about 15 miles out here. Boise traffic, Barron 11816 out of 11,000. We are 15 to the west. Inbound runway 10 right, Boise traffic. And I think part of why they've been able to leave the 767 alone. So somebody's coming 10 right as well. Part of the reason why they've been able to leave it alone is because it's really been, by and large, it's worked really, really well. and so they haven't had to be messing around with it a lot. Like the 757, like they've had to be under the hood a lot with that add-on, because things have been breaking and it's been weird, and they've been trying to implement the weather radar in there, and it's kind of worked but not really. And then there was a folder that caused it to crash, and anyway, it was the 7.5 has been a more high maintenance aircraft, I feel like, than the other aircraft. All right, we need to go ahead and freaking go into approach mode, boys. We're there, dude. Excuse me. I think we're turning inbound. We kind of missed the turn a little bit there. I'm kind of fast. The problem. We're gonna trying to work ourselves all the way down to. Actually, let's keep going down. Oh my gosh, we are actually so high right now. We're going to go ahead and fly this procedure turn at Jimmy. Get ourselves down to where we should be. I think the top of descent, I think it calculated that for us. Bring us in a little high and fly that procedure turn. Yeah, so anyway, what I love about the 7.6 is just all the cargo possibilities. I love the freighter stuff, but and I'm a fan. I'm a Flight Factor fan. Boy, they're tough. Frame wise, they're heavy planes. So gotta end up with a NASA computer, but they're pretty nice. All right, so we're on the outbound leg of the hold right now, and it's going to turn us inbound. I'm just going to let it turn us inbound, and I'm just curious to see. It should take us basically right into the approach. It's kind of a funkadelic hold here, isn't it? The kidney bean hold or something. What would that be? It's not your typical hold here. It's all right though. We're at 6,000. We're going to level off. Airspeed's coming down. And I may do this. I might bring us in. We're kind of where we need to be. Let's make a little turn. Let's go heading mode. Let's come off of this. Let's go V-lock mode. And let's bring it around town. We got somebody behind us here. So they would probably appreciate it. Oh, he's ahead of us. Okay, cool. And Boise traffic, Barron 816, turning inbound on a 15-mile final, runway 10 right, Boise.
We didn't cut you off, did we?
Negative. I think the timing went just perfect. Yeah, I'm not sure. I never really did see him. I can see him now. He's right there, but I guess it might have worked out just right with us jumping in the hold, because I think he was able to just to zip right by us there. All right, so we'll come in here. We are below the glide. And so I'm not even going to worry about resetting my altitude. In fact, what I may do as soon as we're established is I may put the go-around altitude in, which is 7,300. So again, leg one of a potential 3 legs. And depending on kind of how things shake out, I'm going to try. I think I have time to get another leg in here. Here comes the glide, or here comes the localizer. Why are we not turning to intercept? Why, SpongeBob? Oh, because it came off of approach mode. Rats. Yeah. Alright, that's okay. We overshot it just a bit, but I think we can correct. Here comes the glide slope. I like our airspeed right now. We're in good shape all the way around. Just a smidgen of an overshoot there. That was my fault. That was a pilot error. One of probably only about 15 I've had so far in a 1-hour flight, so it's pretty good for me. Let's see if she grabs the glide here. Come on, VS. Come on, VS. You know you want to come down. Slope. Yeah, that's a lot. That's arm. Man, that guy's quiet. Why am I not? Why is it not grabbing the glide slope? That's very curious, my friends. I have apparently done something incorrect here. Well, we're going to have to manually VS it down, I guess. It's not good. It's not ideal. Still coming back, trying to grab that glide slope, or trying to grab that localizer. Yeah, I had it in approach mode, but it kicked off when it jumped in the hold there, the course reversal, and then I don't know. I thought I had, maybe I clicked nav instead of approach. I don't know. That's okay. We'll catch up. We got to get down to 4,100. That's the key here, and get ourselves back down. There's the bottom of descent. We're going to be just fine. Try to hit it again now. See, it's not grabbing the freaking localizer. It's missed it twice. Now that's not like the Black Square aircraft I know. All right, let's see what happens now. We've got glide and approach. We're off a little bit here, guys. We may have to go around. We're low. A little bit low. Okay, I've got the field in sight. Okay, well, you're coming down. Whoa. A little bumpy lumpy. First notch of flaps. There we go. Get it trimmed out here. Got some windy bumpiness going on here. Whoa. I am a little high, but I think we're going to be all right.
500.
Final notch of flaps. Catching back up. And in fact, I've overcompensated a little bit. There we go. We'll be making a right-hand turn, coming back up to the west end of the field there. I think there's an FBO up there.
Whoop, whoop, pull up. The rain.
Should be going around. That was pretty unstable. That's all right. And we're down. maybe got that turned off, but that's okay. The landing was okay, Dave, but the rest of it was a little sketchy. But it beats yesterday's landing in Vogar. I had a 2 for the price of 1 special landing yesterday. And Boise traffic, Baron 816 is clear of 10 right, Boise. Yeah, I was a little long, I think. Just the approach in general though was not good. I got to figure out what I did incorrectly there in the ILS procedure. Something was not right. But anyway, all right, we're coming up here and past the Air National Guard. Stay on this taxiway here. It's kind of up in this. It might be right over here, actually. I might have missed it. Let's go over here and see what we have. Western Aircraft. You know what? This looks like a pretty good spot here. We're going to take on some fuel and be on our way. Zilix. Guten Abend. There we go. Look at that. That's a fancy terminal. Right there. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Parking brake is on. Now, the question here is, do we turn things off? Because every time we turn things off, we get a freaking vapor lock and it's hard to restart. Or do we cheat just a little bit and say that we turn things off and give ourselves some new fuel? I say the latter. It even says terminal. Yeah, that's right. See, check it, y'all. And it's done in, you know, rock and timber, that western motif. Pretty fancy, I'd say. Pretty fancy. All right, so everybody, just pretend that I've turned everything off. And we're going to come in here and take on some fuel. Top it up there, my friends. Okay, awesome. And now we've... oh, I bet they are too. And I bet the coffee is warm. Yeah. Coffee's hot and the cookies are warm. It definitely has a fancy pants aviation feel to it, doesn't it? All right. Next leg, my friends. Next leg. Shall we plan? I think we shall. Get rid of you. What was that? Jackson Hole. You're standing in Innsbruck right now, dude. Like IRL, IRL, or in the sim. Had the 350 pilot hit up in Lowy. He didn't take the 350 in there. That's all I know. I never know with you, Silix. I never know with you, man. You get some exotic routes, dude. All right, that would be a wild circle. Yeah, no kidding. full flaps, full reversers, max auto braking, the whole works. All right, I think what we're gonna do, let's that's a good start. Let's pull over the Navigraph charts and let's finish this out here. So we want Boise to Jackson Hole. We have, why are we come, I'm right over here. What are we doing? Right over here. We have some departures here that we can take a look at. Probably the Boise 3 would be what we would do. I think the Boise 3 takes us out here on runway heading, which is good because there's a bunch of terrain right here that we have to avoid. So we'll go Boise 3, and man, we could even we could almost be. Why does this just stop? What the heck? What in the name of flight simming is? Oh, there we go. Sorry. Could come down here to Pocatello and in to Jackson Hole. What do we have for? I'm sure that we're going to be landed on 19 here. It's almost a guarantee. Yep, 240 at 12. Snow. All right. All right. So I think we'll go. Let's go Pocatello. We can add a little bit of distance to our route this way. So Pocatello VOR. Let's add that to route. We'll add it after Boise. And then we can go, we'll take the ILS Yankee from, let's take it from, where do we want to take it from? Oh, you know what we could do is we could go direct, maybe we'll do this. Let's do it this way. Let's add it, let's go. We're going to go direct Jackson Hole. So let's take Pocatello out of there. You don't need no stinking Pocatello, Idaho. And we will go direct Jackson Hole, and then we'll fly. We will fly the arrival via Jackson Hole. So we will fly a little back course procedure turn. I think that'll be good. All right, sweet. Let me update my flight plan here. And we'll get going. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Time is it? 1600. So we'll be going here in the next 15 minutes. We will stay at 17,000. We'll keep, and we'll change our alternate to Central Wyoming. And we are going to be direct again. All right, sweet. That flight plan is updated just in case we get anyone that wants to talk to us. And sweet. So we're going to taxi up here. Kilo Foxtrot Juliet, depart runway 10 right. And probably if I was why didn't I get an auto ATC? Shouldn't I got an auto ATC if I filed this flight plan? Interesting. Yeah, it's not doing it. Okay. You're gonna go take off? Alright, no problem. Zilix, catch you on the flippity dip. $17. good. 10 right. We got that set. We got altimeter set. Excuse me. How's our cabin temperature? Hey, 74. We might have actually found the sweet spot. That's a win right there, guys. Taxi, beacon nav, windshield. Yeah, let's do this, baby. All right. Yeah, Boise traffic, bearing 816 on the taxi, runway 10 right. Boise. Losing my voice, you guys. Think the 350 could land in Innsbruck? It's too hot. I need to cool it down for J-Foot. I've come to realize that I think the heating options in this plane are North Pole or the sun, basically. Freaking losing my voice. Take intersection departure. Yeah, we'll take full length. We'll take full length. That way we can look at all the other spots on this airport. This is a cool airport. This is vertical sim airport, and he's modeled a lot of things. There's even like a little FedEx or UPS hub up here. Yeah, right over there. See the UPS guys. It's kind of cool. All right, coming up on 10 right. Single notch of flaps. Everything coming forward here. And Boise traffic, bearing 816 is departing 10 right. Will be southeast departure Boise. Yeah, you know what? You're probably right, J-Foot. You probably are like when you're in your car, you can feel if it's too hot, too cold, and just reach down and just make a little subtle change. That's one of the things probably in the sim that's really difficult to to replicate. Let's get landing lights on this time. That'd be kind of cool. Strobies can come on as well. Le Pictot, fuel vent, that stuff is good. Might as well turn the prop anti-icing on as well. And let's do it here. Gonna rotate about 90. We're making full zippy power here. Yes, we are. 39 and 26. Ooh, 40 and 26. Wow, look at us. Lurching right out of the starting gate. There's V1 and there's VR. A little crosswind, a little correction. Look at us holding the center line. Gear coming up, even though we still have usable runway, because we're a rebel like that. Alright, let's go right to it. Heading mode. We're in like Flynn. Kind of captured our VS right now, which is actually not bad. We're kind of making hay while the sun shines. That needs to go back over to GPS. Say yes to GPS. I'm thinking 15 will be all right for us here. And away we go. Look at those beautiful mountains over there. And we've had some fun in those mountains, haven't we, Fixie? Done some serious bush flying out there. It's the Frank Church Wilderness area. And just very, very well known for its bush flying opportunities. All right, I'm gonna climb because we need to get ourselves up a little bit before I turn on course. We do have these mountains here to contend with, and what would you say here? So 8.3 is the MSA. 10.4 is actually just slightly north of us, but I think we'll climb on runway heading until we're at least 10,000 feet here. I think that sounds good. Climb power here. Let's go 25 and 30. 25 and 36, I think, is what my notes say. That definitely sounds better, doesn't it? How you guys doing back here? You all right? God, I hate it when that happens. You intend to do like a control B to check your budget, and it ends up you had it bound to control B, which is by the Leonardo. I hate it when that happens. Is it only available in the sim market? Is it ever going to be available anywhere else, or is it going to be exclusive? Does anybody know? Not that I'm not only through sim market. Ah, dang it. I don't know why, but sim market, you know what, whatever. It's a little slow loading, I guess. That's the only complaint I have. It's the way it's always been. Okay. I'll believe you, man. I will believe you. I think the Sim Market app has helped, though. We're almost through 10,000. We're doing okay here. We're doing okay. 120 is a good climb out speed. So you probably already owned it, right? So you probably were able to get it at a little bit of a discount. A discount debut. Oh, you didn't? So you went full Monty on that bad boy, huh? Still 70 $75, $80. I mean, oh, so that's the same as me, Fixie. It was getting kind of old. It really was. It really was. I liked it. It was fun. It was cool. And it's also a different variant, right? It's the MD-88, right? So it's the more modern variant. This is the Leonardo one is a little is the little older one. Ah, crap. I accidentally just bought it too, Fixie. Dang it. Freaking Oh, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm having fun. Let's turn on course, shall we? Silix, you're in the air. That's good to know, man. Good to know. We are as well. So we said ILS Yankee, and we're going to fly over the field. I'm going to activato tomato, and we're going to let it fly. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so that's what I just purchased it, currently downloading, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. I'm hoping that there was two things that I saw on Fidey's stream that I hope they have fixed in the next little bit. One was it doesn't have the latest nav data. I don't think it's connected to Navigraph just yet. And two, it didn't look like it had a hell of a lot of liveries. Like you only had a couple choices. So I'm hoping that that gets changed. Oh, you know what I also should do? Sorry, guys. Anybody in here feeling lightheaded? Dave, you're out of here. Grandbabies just arrived. Oh, I'm so jealous, man. Mine are on the way. Dude, enjoy. Merry Christmas. Thank you again, my friend. Another great year hanging out with you. And, yeah, I hope you just have the best freaking week ever. So take care, Dave. Can't find me. So go to Boise, Idaho. And, oh, it's easy. Look, I'm right here. See? I'm right there. Can't you see me, Silix? I'm right there. All right, I am, if you go to the western part of the United States, you will see Boise, and there's me. Buzzing out of Boise to Jackson Hole. And let's go elevate X stock our friend Zilix here, who just came out of Lowy. There he is. And oop, I'm getting slow. Hold on, guys. About to crash. Did I come off the autopilot? I may have come off the autopilot. No, we made it to 17,000. I think that's what it was saying. All right, but we got really slow there. I probably should pay attention to flying the plane, maybe, instead of volata stocking. All right, I guess you guys didn't see that. So anyway, so oh, you got a buddy flying with you. Nice. Is that who I think it is? Is that your partner in crime? All right, let's get the airspeed back. We were down there. We were flirting with 80 knots. No big deal. No big deal. All right, cruise power. Let's go 25 and. Let's go 25 and 33 here for cruise, and then this will just lean it out, and we'll just do a little of both here. Do I got the lean finder? Hold on here. All right, let's lean. We're looking at both the digital and the old school here. Watch those temps come up. Watch them come up. Watch them come up. All right. Well, tell him I said hello. Tell him we're talking smack about him over in my Twitch channel. A little bit more lit. There's peak right there. All right, cool. So let's enrich here. I'm going to enrich one notch. One little indicator thing. Perfect. Just like they teach you how to do it in the books right there. So Excellent. My cabin temps are cold again. See? Just when you think you have it, you don't. So, a little bit more. A little more. Back to the flight plan. Nice. All right, cool. So now we are, look at us, a very economical 19 gallons an hour. Look at that. And again, flying out here in the beautiful mountains of Idaho. What? Who, me? Who, me? How are you, my friend? Guten Abend. So for those of you that don't know, Colossus and Zilix are a 1-2 punch in, well, a number of aircraft. The A350 and A380, I think you fly together. I think you're rated on a couple more, but anyway, they're quite the dynamic duo. They like to fly like 16-hour real life flights from LA to Munich, and then they like to get on and do shared cockpit for another 12 hours in the sim. They're pretty hardcore, but some pretty good dudes. I knew if we threatened to, a little cyberbullying, Colossus, you'd come over. Good to see you, man. Good to see. Hope you're doing well. Meanwhile, in the Baron, the cabin temp is 59 degrees. Just a little sick, yeah. I'm kind of fighting something in my throat today. All right, now it's starting to look kind of pretty. Like a little valley through the clouds here. Cody says hello, by the way. Hey, Jim's here. What's up? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you as well. I've got a couple of little hobbies I got to work on today, too. In fact, somebody just woke up that I need to talk to help me with a hobby. My dogs are going crazy. What is it? It's 9 o'clock. People will be starting to wake up in my house. Indeed they will. So I have some, now that I'm looking at my Discord, I have some cool news. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but the Bagaloo mod for the Cessna 172 has been updated to work with the GTN 750, which is kind of cool. Now, this is not the Wet Burrito 172 mod, which is the cream of the crop, but it only works in 2020. But this is not a bad. It's not a bad mod if you like the Skyhawk. But that's kind of cool because before it only supported the PMS and the KLN 90B. So now that it's got TDS compatibility, I might hop back in and check it out. It's again just adds a little extra flavor to the default DeSoto Skyhawk. So I just wanted to share that. That jumped out at me this morning on my news feed. But is it cold? It's not too bad actually here in real life. I'm just wearing the hat because it's a Virtual USA Flying Club hat. And this is an official Virtual USA Flying Club event. I think it's supposed to be pretty nice here again today. It's been It's been like 15 degrees warmer than normal for the past couple of weeks, honestly. Yeah, it's going to be like 47 here today, which again is way higher than normal. I mean, usually our average this time of year is about mid-30s. So, but the one thing that I'm hoping will happen is that the winds will stay low, and yeah, it doesn't look like we have any chance for storms or anything like that as well. So that makes it good for my crew that's traveling from Nebraska to make it, hopefully safely. All right, y'all, I've got to take another quick stretch break. I'll be back, and we'll start talking a little bit about how we're going to get into Jackson Hole. Thanks again for tuning in to the Male Believer channel. Talk to you in a sec. Alrighty. I bumped the throttle. No, I ripped the power cord off my microphone though when I was getting up. Let's see, guys. We are freaking getting there, I think. Okay. Does this have its own volume control on the radios? That guy just sounds really oh, look at the tailwind. Yes, sir. Guy didn't sound like he was very loud. Okay. So 200 miles to go, about 40 minutes, but we can talk a little bit about this arrival here. The what are we talking? RNAV? No, ILS Yankee. Let's get some info first, though. Weather data. We are 2994. I'm going to go ahead and just set that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got still, yeah, more or less. It's a crosswind. Visibility 1.5. Light snow, mist. Got a few clouds all the way. Oh man, this could be interesting. It's a good thing we have full tanks, because might end up having to divert a little bit here. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of a push, isn't it? Frequencies 18.7 looks like what we would use. All right, so do we use 18.7 or do we use Unicom at 22.95? Which one of those do we use as our advisory frequency? Okay. So we need to cross Jackson Hole at 17,000, which is basically where we're at right now. So we don't have to do anything. Then we fly this outbound course. Probably would be easier to look at over here, wouldn't it? Gosh dang it. I gotta be careful. I've already hit the wrong key and bought a Leonardo today, so that's not good. I think you're lying. These matches say you're lying. ILS Zulu. Let's load that guy. As high as you can get. I don't know. Okay, so this is us. No, it's not. We must be on the Yankee. Gosh dang it. I can't. Yeah. Yankee. Because we're coming from the south, so we're going to overfly the airport. Yeah, there we go. This is ours. This is what we're doing here. So, all right. So we're going to cross Jackson Hole here, 17,000. We're going to fly the outbound to Quirt in the procedure turn back in. It looks like we need to be down to 1310 within 10 nautical miles, and then back down to. So we cross Quirt initially at 14.1, and then we descend to 11,100. Step down to 10.2 at Trips, step down to 9.6 at FAPMO, where we grab everything we need to grab. Currently, decision height is 626, and the weather is reporting 400, so you do the math. .1091. Let's make that active. Should be spicy. Should be spicy. Final coffee refill. Silix is back. Colosso said you're flying up to see Santa today. Nice. And you started your holiday, huh? Sorry, we're caught in an ad break here. Sorry. Cody disapproves of the ad breaks as well. Perfect. Yes, thank you. Just right. Thank you. Right, baby. Now that people are waking up, I probably could turn some lights on here. So, half an hour to top a drop. We're doing good. We are. I could set up and double check our ground speed, but I think we'll just roll with it here. Why am I so early today? Well, I just happened to like it was just a quiet morning, and I've got family coming later today, and I know that once they get here, I'm not going to want to be streaming. So I wanted to do this event. I wanted to get at least one more stream in before the end of the year. And so every now and again, so I will pop in early, and just have some fun. I very rarely do it on Sunday mornings though, and in fact, I'm bumping up against our church service a little bit here. But I'm playing hooky today. I'm staying home. I'm watching it online, so I'll just start it when I get finished up. It's bad. It's bad, I know, but anyway, so it just kind of worked out that way. Well, yeah, Ibanez, it's a little rainy. It's a little Oregon-y, I guess. Christmas Valley to Colorado Springs. Heck yeah. Well, expect sketchy weather pretty much the entire way, buddy. This is what it looks like on SkyVector. Although if you go to Colorado Springs, you're going to be down. Let's see, where's this? Pocatello, Ogden. Yeah, actually, you'll be okay. You'll be down in here, so you'll miss the bulk of it. Yeah, there's Denver. There's Colorado Springs-ish there. Yeah, so you'll be all right. We are flying over a nice storm. This storm is going to probably get to us sometime tomorrow, I'm hoping. But this is the important thing right here. This is the part of the world that needs to be clear for at least one more day while my family travels. But that'll be good, man. 769 miles of pure Citation jet bliss. Looking forward to it. Are you going to stream? You going to stream that? I'll try to stop by. Once like I say though, once the grandkids here, especially my granddaughter, she pretty much has my agenda all planned out, and none of it involves flight simming. So there's lots of fun, but none of it is flight simming. Undecided, yeah. Sometimes it's nice just to fly, right? Listen to your tunes and have a snack. And Sunday, usually what I try to do, what I like about Sundays is once I get all my stuff done, sitting down and just picking a 2-hour flight, work on laundry and watch football, and it's kind of nice. That's true. You're at 41,000 feet. Yeah, you're not. You're clear of everything. Yep, and hanging out in other streams. Yeah, 100%. About a half an hour to top of, about half an hour to the destination, 25 to the top of descent. And again, guys, it's a back course approach here. We're gonna overfly Jackson Hole, do a little procedure turn, and bring it on home. And then we're just gonna have to decide. Do we finish it out? We have one last 100-mile leg to get to my house. Welcome to my house. So you need three things, my friend Jay Foot, for X-Plane 12. You need either auto ortho or map enhancement, one or the other, and I think they both are working okay. You need Sim Heaven's package. They're trying to remember what that Sim Heaven global no. What's the name of the Sim? It's X World or something like that. Anyway, it's what gives you all the buildings and everything, and then you turn off forests, and you turn off there's a folder that has, it's like extras or details or something like that. It has like garbage cans and stuff like that. But anyway, and then the only thing you need to purchase is global forests. I think it's $15. So those three things are all I use. That's all you need, and then everything else is as is. I'm still on the fence on that. I am a hopeful, for sure, a hopeful, and I'm hoping. The biggest thing is just with my new job is I just need to know kind of like, what does June look like for FedEx. I'm thinking it'll be pretty quiet, and if that's the case, then heck yeah, I'm there, man. I am there. So I guess barring something unforeseen, I am planning to be there. But I've not bought any tickets just yet. I'm going to be a last minute probably ticket guy. So yep, so here's again Sim Heaven, and you'll turn a few things off, but that's going to download all of your, it's going to give you it's going to really boost what your world looks like. It puts in all the auto gen, or well, it enhances all of the auto gen, so all the buildings and all that stuff, it looks so nice. Global Forest, I think, is available now on, I think it's available on one of the, like, Contrail or something. Orbix, okay. Yeah, here's some details about Global Forest. And what Global Forest does is it actually gives you like more specific appropriate trees for where you're flying, like, you know, no palm trees in Alaska, that type of stuff. So that's the other one. And then I've been using map enhancement. I've not been using auto ortho. I did use auto ortho for a while, and it worked okay. But I have liked map enhancement. Yep, turn off the trees if you're using Global Forest, right? And then I turn off the extras also. I turn off the you know, whatever that folder is. But yeah, anyway, that'll get you what you need, man. And then what I would tell you, what I would recommend here as well, and this is just a little bit of maybe a more of an opinion than fact, but I really feel like keeping your libraries to a minimum are very, very important. And I know that there's lots of great freeware sceneries, but after a while, when you have freaking 25 libraries and maybe you download the whole library and you only need one stupid hanger or something, so I would say keep your libraries to a minimum. Hey, TSAC, what's up? Winter solstice, is that today? Cool, man. I think I have about 10 libraries is all I use. Let me just double check here and I can tell you for sure. So I've got the Downwind Sim library, of course. I have the Jet Set Designs library because I have Cleveland scenery. So that's kind of like if you didn't have Cleveland, you wouldn't even have that one. I've got the Mr. X library. I've got Open Sam library. I've got the Orbix X-Plane 12 library. I've got the couple more here. I've got the X-Coders design library because I have a couple of their, like I have Denver scenery. And again, if I didn't have that, I wouldn't probably have that library. And ZDP, I do have the ZDP library as well. So but keep that to a minimum, man. Don't if you see a freeware airport and it has a laundry list of Dave's 3D people and Joe's cars and all, just don't even freaking touch it, man. Just the default airports in X-Plane 12 are good enough. It does. It tells you for sure. But just search out those freewares carefully, because some of the freewares are like, they're just freaking, they're great because they custom mod all their stuff. And some just have an absolute bucket load of libraries. So that's just me. That's a personal thing. I feel like that's what was like the final nail in the coffin for my old PC, is I just had too many libraries. And the problem with having all these libraries is if they don't get updated with X-Plane, then eventually there's conflicts, and over half of my sim crashes, when I went back and checked the log file, it was related to a scenery element that was corrupt. And so I'm like, God, so for both sims, I even have fewer libraries for Microsoft Flight Sim than I do. So I fly almost exclusively default scenery unless I want to pay for something. Now, last night was an exception. We went to Vogar. And I'll tell you why it was an exception. So here's the Vogar Airport in Microsoft 2024. Okay, Faroe Islands. I'm scrolling down, and here's what I see. I see two dependencies. One is the Animated Humans 3D model library by Super Spud. It didn't affect what the airport looked like, so I don't have to have guys walking around. There's enough of that already. And then there is the GSX profile, which I didn't care. I don't use GSX really, so it only had those two dependencies, and everything else was handcrafted, and it's an awesome looking freaking scenery. I mean, so that's the kind of freeware that I look for. If it has a bunch of dependencies, I just don't download it. I just stay with the default. Colossus going in for the landing? Cool. Have a good landing. Yeah, so just be aware of that. And I think that's helped. Now my machine is only 6 months old, and so it's not like, whatever, but I think keeping that stuff off of your, keeping your libraries clean, keeping your install clean. I think that's important. I think that helps you. I mean, it's just so hard to, and I'm a 2 sim guy too, so that helps me keep things simple. But I do. I feel like I don't have Flow. I don't have Chase Plane. I don't have Active Sky. I don't. I wish I didn't have GSX. If I could do a pushback in the PMDG 737, I would not have GSX. So I think all that stuff just adds complexity and it's just something else that can break in your sim. Zilix is landing? Oh, okay. Gotcha. The Felis and the Flight Factor 7.6 are your main pickups? Ah, very good. That Felis is top notch, man. It's fantastic. All right, how we doing here? Boy, great tailwind. 105 miles to destination, 22 minutes or so. About 15 minutes till we have to descend. And are you shared cockpit with him, Colossus, or are you flying? No, you're flying behind him. We were stalking you, man. We were Elevate X stalking. Let's check in on our Airbus crew, by the way. Let's see how they're doing. I've lost sight of them. Oh, J-Foot. Okay, so I stand corrected. There's one more piece of payware that you're going to want for X-Plane, and this is essential. In my opinion, you want X Organizer. That's another $15 purchase, and it does the same thing. It's essentially what Add-on Linker does, but with X Organizer, it puts everything in the correct order, and so there's, and it tells you if you have conflicts, it tells you if you're missing things, it tells you if there's any trouble, and then you can, again, just like with Add-on Linker, you can organize things in different places and turn them off. If you don't want to load all, 10 of your aircraft, you can turn them off and save a little time, a little loading time. So that, I would say, X Organizer is an essential add-on as well. You're not flying into Frankfurt today. You're going to Leipzig. Okay, let's see if I can find Leipzig. Leipzig. Sorry, I'm looking here. Stuttgart, Frankfurt. That's Prague. That's too far. That's too far east, isn't it? Leipzig. Munich. Oh, my geography is horrible. Where the heck? I don't. All right, let's. EDDP. All right, there's Innsbruck. Is it? It's north. Is it northeast of Innsbruck or northwest, or where is it exactly? EDDP. There's Dusseldorf. Oh, that's Stuttgart. I'm looking for you guys. Come on, where are you? I know you're there somewhere. Where are you? Northeast. All right, so here is Innsbruck. So they took off. They went northeast. There's that's Munich. I know nothing. There is, that's Vienna or whatever. No, there's Vienna. This is Prague, more left. All right. Nuremberg in Germany. I know. There's the border, right? Munich. Where is it in relationship to Munich? I've got Stuttgart. I've got Nuremberg. Frankfurt. Is this us right up here? EDDP. Ah, there we go. Hey, there they are. Look here. There we go. There's Zilix. He's looking pretty stable. Oh, he really is on short final. Holy cow. And then there's Colossos, who I think you're saying you're doing shared cockpit, even though it's showing you behind. All right. We're going to judge you, man. Don't botch it up here. Don't stuff it in there. Oh, slightly left of course. Correcting. He's hovering. Oh, there he goes. Ooh, right down the middle, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that buttery, smooth landing. Very nice. Very nice. Uh-oh. What's going on there? Zilix, what's going on? We're going around? What's happening? Are you on the go? He's on the go. Going around. Huh. That was kind of cool to see that. Going around. It happens. All right, well, keep me posted, guys. Keep me posted. All right, in the meantime, we got 10 minutes to go here, and we need to be ready to do the things. So we're going to be, as you can see, we're going to be making a bit of a left-hand turn here to towards Quart. Top of descent is actually not until we get close to Quart. We're supposed to cross Quart at 14,100. We'll set that. Yes, indeed. J Foot, that's what they tell me. Got a little wind shear warning. Yeah, I should have. Last night, my approach into Vogar, I should have went around. I bounced it. I should have went around. I can hear you guys follow the Irish pilot on YouTube. He's doing the 12 Days of Christmas right now. and he's always talking about bad approaches, and I can just always hear him in the background. Yeah, Pete, the Irish pilot. I will share his link. It's he's a little bit not really channel appropriate, but it's funny. He is funny. He's a tell it like you see it kind of guy. All right, we're getting close. We're getting close. I would estimate we're what? 15 miles or so to the southwest of the field. Jackson Hole traffic bearing 11816. About 15 miles to the southwest of the field at 17,000. We're going to be overflying the field and then making the runway 19er approach. Jackson Hole traffic. Wind shear. Wind shear. Fixie, have you heard flaps yet? That's what I'm most excited about. Flaps. Yeah. None of the switches make any sense. Yeah, sounds right. Sounds about right. Oh, man. It feels so good to sit and do nothing. I just feel like I have been running for 3 weeks straight.
Boise traffic, United 1227, texting runway 10 left.
I think I screwed up. I had the wrong CTAF here for Jackson Hole. All right, 18. It should be 18075. All right, let's make another call here. Jackson Hole traffic bearing 11816, 10 miles to the west of the field. We're going to overfly to the north and approach runway 19er, Jackson Hole traffic. Pro tip, after you run the installer, make sure that you open the Fly the Mad Dog Manager app and put in your registration. Ah, good to know. Everything has to have an app now, right? And Jackson Hole traffic, Baron 816 is turning on the outbound leg for the ILS runway 19er, passing overhead the field at 17,000 Jackson Hole. All right, it's really happening, Lloyd. It's really happening. Yeah, if you could get all that stuff worked out for me, Fixie, and then if you don't mind, put out 3 or 4 tutorial videos for me. Yeah, that'd be great. Nothing crazy, just like reflected reality, like what he does. You don't even have to have the cool accent or anything like that. You could just use your normal Ohio accent. It's lovely enough. Going in again, Zilix. All right, best of luck, my friend. Moisture-wise, yeah. Autopilot. You guys have seen that video of her, the real lady that actually did the sounds, and how they asked her, like they asked her to use that voice and that tonality, and yeah, that's pretty crazy. Look at that rainbow. That rainbow. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Autopilot. The buzzers. I love that. Ka-chunk. I can hear the buses connecting. Oh man, it's so cool. So cool. I'm glad I accidentally bought it. Looking forward to it. You were able, so the air rack has been fixed. Awesome. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, guys. So again, we want to be down. We have a top of drop, but we want to be 1410 before we get to Quirt. So let's do this. Let's. I'm going to start to descend here a little bit. Pull some power back. 1410 as we cross it on the outbound, and then we turn around, we come back in, and we need to be at 11,100. So that's the plan, Stan. I could probably activate the approach. Yep, let's do it. Let's activate. And then I'm gonna wait to turn it on to approach mode this time until. Oh, hold on. Oh my goodness. Nope. That was a dumb thing to do. What I just did was dumb. Not smart. What I needed to do was activate vectors to final. Crap. All right. Well, we'll fix it here. We'll fix it. It'll be a little bit more manual than I had planned, but that's okay. So outbound. Let's look outbound on a 007 James Bond. Down to 1310, and we're getting there, looking okay. We might as well swap this over to VLOC. Let's make sure our nav frequency is set, and it is. And then a 187 on the course. I'm actually off. I'm gonna not fly the procedure turn as it's published. I'm gonna make a left-hand turn here, just come in and intercept. Since I screwed up, I had that little diversion. Colossus, you got this, man. You got this. All right, coming on down again. On the outbound, we needed to be 1310. We were not, so we're already messed up. Then we got to be to. Let's increase our rate of descent here a little bit. Okay, we need to be down to 11,100 when we come back over the top of Court, right there. So, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Got good visibility. Hell, we could probably fly the thing in manually or by hand. I was just the weather report was showing much worse conditions. But here we go. Let's turn inbound. We have to stay within 10 miles here. Oh, yeah, I figured it was something like that, Colossus. I figured it was something kind of like that. Jackson Hole traffic. Baron 11816, procedure turn inbound, runway 19er. Jackson Hole traffic. Eric, what's up? I know, right? It's gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Now, there's probably one little cell sitting right over the top of the airport, but yeah, it was. In fact, right now, as I look at my Navigraph, it's actually still low IFR. Winds 230 at 11, 1.25 miles of visibility, snow, mist. I don't know. I'll take it though. And I'm on live weather, live time, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I am not descending. This is making me mad. Making them mad. Engageo. I'm supposed to be back at Court. I'm supposed to be down to 11,100. And, well, I've not shot an ILS today very well. In fact, I'm way off here. I don't even know if I'm going to grab the localizer. All right, we're just going to kind of turn inbound until we have Mr. Localizer. I must have gotten more than 10 miles away. 109.10. That looks fine.
Jacksonville traffic, citation 8750, saying it's going to be taxed to runway 19 via Alpha. Check.
Okay. There we go. All right, now we can go grab this localizer. Nav mode is on. And yeah, the weather's it's kind of starting to creep in here a little bit, I guess. I missed that radio call. I think we're going to be at 1,000, 1,100 though at Court, which is what we want. And then we step down from Court. We step all the way down to 9,600. So I'm going to put that in here, 9,600, and arm it. And we're still 1,500 feet. Don't come off of that there. Okay. So Court is a 17-mile final. We'll report that. We've not yet, though. We have not yet picked up the localizer. Maybe we have here. Iowa Scotsman, hello. We do have a 24-knot kind of crossing headwind, so that might be also why we're a little off. Okay, so we are down. Actually, the reports here are that we're down actually below minimums here. So mins are 626, and we've got a few clouds at 300. So we may be going around. If we do have to go around, we will. We climb to 14,000, and we basically stay runway heading up to 14,000. It's the Jackson Hole VOR 192 outbound radial out to Kickney, and try it again from there. All right, let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. So we're at our. Actually, we're doing okay. Here's glide slope. We're more or less established. I'm just going to go back to my altitude here. It stopped us at 9,600, which is where we need to be to grab the glide. Yeah, I think we're okay. We'll just keep an eyeball on that and work our way down the hill. So the pertinent altitude for us would be 7,077. And if I'm being honest, I don't think I know how to set the minimums in this plane just yet. Right here, 7,000. So it's set at, what did we say? Rad alt needs to be set at 626. Oh, Dave, finally got your notification. Dave had to head out. He's with his grandkids. So anyway, sorry if I missed chat, by the way. I'm trying to do my best to see if we can get ourselves in here. I've slowed down a little too much, I think. I know there's other traffic in the area. Jackson Hole traffic, Barron 816, 10-mile final 19er, Jackson Hole. Try to keep my speed up a little bit for that guy. You got wind sheared again? Oh, man. Time to divert, I guess, huh? Well, Eric, there you go. There's your... there is your... there's your weather. Do have some ground contact, which is good. I see the Snake River, so I know we're in the right spot. But again, guess what? We didn't freaking grab our glide slope. What in the name of... It kicked me out of approach mode again. What is going on? All right, now we're on the glide. Trying to get caught up, which is not ideal. Let's slow down, baby. Slow down. Oh, you slammed it? Yeah, Eric, it's all your fault, man. Okay, I'm going to set missed approach altitude 14,000. I just have a little sneaking suspicion here. Could be wrong. Gear coming down. About an 8-mile final, I think. 6.2 miles, I guess, according to the navigational unit. GTN TDS 750XI. Alright, on the glide, on the loc, lights on, fuel, let's do a gumps check. Gas is on the fullest tank, undercarriage is down, lock, mixture, and props, full forward switches are all on. That's including exterior lights and anti-icing. I think we're about ready to go. All we need now is an airport. Pardon me, guys.
Jacksonville traffic, citation 50 Tango is going to depart runway 19er Alpine for departure. Jacksonville traffic.
Oh, so he's departing. Sounds good. Jacksonville traffic, bearing 816 is a 5-mile final, 19er. Jacksonville. Okay. Any time now. Landing lights would be great. We're fully configured here. Gear down, flaps down. I see out in front of us. I just don't see landing lights yet. We are getting close. Oh, I'm already past my minimums.
500.
Yeah. I see the lights at the runway. Oh, those are the pappies. Yeah, I probably pushed it a little too far there, you guys, but all's well that ends well. We're fighting that crosswind, holy moly. Wow. Nasty here. Ski country. See if we can correct it. Oh, perfect. 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 That's as good as I've done on a crosswind landing in a while. All right, that guy's already departed, so I'm not going to hurry getting off the runway. I'm going to taxi down here to the end. And yeah, man, one more leg to go here. I think we're just going to keep rolling with it, if I'm being honest. Drop off our packages here in Jackson Hole and keep it rolling. This last leg shouldn't take us long. We're going to head to Central Wyoming Regional Airport. It's the hot spot in the world of aviation, Silix. It's the 9th busiest airport in Wyoming. So, man, it's a hopping in place, I'm telling you. It's the some call it the Innsbruck of Wyoming. Actually, no, that'd be Jackson Hole. All right, let's find a spot here. We're going to keep it running like we did before. But we can do some flight planning. And, okay, let's turn a few things off here. Oops, keep those guys on. Nope, that guy needs to stay on. Heaters can come off though. And yeah, probably could turn the prop sync off as well. All right, so this is this will be another pretty easy one, you guys. 100-mile leg. And it's just going to be direct. And we'll have the presents home. We'll definitely be home before midnight on Christmas Eve. So, so that'll be cool. And I just got some news. It's bumming me out on the one hand, but also making me kind of excited on the other hand. So I don't think my kiddos are going to be here until tomorrow at the earliest. So technically, yeah, you know what? We're still going to roll with it. I'm in the groove, man. I'm having fun. So let's just keep it going here. So we want for this, let's take a peek here and let's get the weather. It's really a pretty nice morning where I live, so I'm expecting good things here. Yeah, clear in a million. A little bit of wind from the north. Sweet. So for us, that would indicate kind of a crosswind, unless we did runway 1, which we never do runway 1. We're gonna come straight in. We're going to come straight in. Romeo India Whiskey is where we're heading to. So this is us. It's kind of what we've done today. We're just getting ready to head out of Jackson Hole to central Wyoming. So, all right. So I'm going to update my flight plan here to reflect that. 1740 Zulu. We'll still do 17,000. It's been a good altitude for us. Kept us out of most of the trouble. And yeah, and then we'll plan. Let's just get the arrival in there right now. Oh, no arrival actually. Let's just get the approach in right now. And we've got an RNAV LPV runway 10. I haven't shot that for a while. From, looks like we could do a Ruxy. I like it. We're going to activate that approach. Sweet. That'll be us. Okay, very good. Very good. Before we get iced up, let's get out of here, shall we? Jackson Hole traffic, Baron 816, going to be taxiing to runway 19er, Jackson Hole. This will be perfect. Perfect. My voice holds out. One taxiway, boy, they're getting covered up in snow out here, aren't they? One taxiway. Ooh, look at that windsock. Wow. Uh-oh, there's somebody coming in. Jackson Hole traffic, Baron 816. We'll hold short here on Alpha for the Delta coming in. I'll wait for you, buddy. I can't park your... No, I don't... I think the biggest aircraft that they have ever had land there is a 737. What's kind of funny about about Central Wyoming Regional is they added the crosswind runway years ago. Like, I mean years ago. Like, I was barely, I don't even think I was driving yet. So like it was like early 80s. And they rerouted the highway, and it was this big huge deal, and they never freaking, I can't count on, I don't know that I've ever seen anyone use the crosswind runway in at Central Wyoming. It's either runway, it's 10 or 28. I mean, or sorry, 10 or 35. Either departing east or west, basically, kind of depending on the wind. Our wind, I don't know if it's just that predictable, or I don't know that there's a lot
Sorry
of.
about that there, 118.16, I had the wrong frequency tune. My bad there, Delta 3.
Hey, no worries, man. We saw you coming, and not a problem at all. Hope you had a good flight. You're going from New York? Okay, cool. Very cool. So anyway, with my kiddos not being here until potentially tomorrow, guess what? That opens up some more streaming time for me, maybe later tonight. We shall see. We'll get this one done first, though. I do have a multitude of pre-grandkid checklist items to complete, but you know, who knows? Who knows? Okay, one thing I'm going to do here, excuse me, before I take off is I am going to lean for best power, since we're up here at, 6.5. I'm not going to do a full run up, but I am going to just get the power where it needs to be. Yeah, maybe Zilix, maybe. Yeah, it would be later on tonight, kind of more of my normal evening time. All right, let's run it up here, and let's see about what we need here to lean for power. Yeah, we get not too much, honestly. Right about there. Okay, cool. Where am I at? Doggone it, you guys, I'm so sorry. Where am I at in terms of my flaps? Oh, I had them fully extended. It's important to leave them fully extended so you can get the moisture and the ice in there. It's really, it's important. Jackson Hole traffic, Barron 816, departing runway 19er, and we will be we'll be eastbound Jackson Hole. Yeah, so we'll kind of see like what events and ATC is on. Maybe we'll just try to chase some ATC, and yeah, we'll just kind of play it by ear. All right, you guys. Be careful. Remember, we got a little crosswind here. I can't stop coughing. I might not be doing anything today. All right, takeoff power set and achieved. Crosswind is working. Airspeed's alive. We've managed to somehow find the center line, and not quite, actually. Spoke too soon. There's a V1 in rotate. Isn't it, Zilix? Man, doggone it. Yeah, J-Foot, you gotta give the ice a chance to build up in those creases and whatnot. Okay. I'm not exactly flying the Alpine 4 departure here, but the gist of the Alpine 4 departure is pretty simple. You've got to get to 14,000 feet. so that you can get clear of the terrain. Once you're at 14,000, then you can turn on course. I mean, there is a way, like you could hang a hard right here and kind of fly it out more like a traffic pattern, but you need visual conditions to do that. Right now, I just don't know where the mountains are, so we're going to stay runway heading and just climb. Man, I cannot. My throat is just getting worse and worse. I just need to be quiet and fly. Drifting off course again already. Alright, that looks like a pretty good attitude. So let's go heading mode. Let's engage the autopilots. Let's see if we can keep this guy at about 1,500. Engage. Love it. Heading mode. And again, if you fly the Alpine 4, it takes you all the way out here to Kickney, and then you can either go west to Idaho Falls or you can go east to Big Piney, which we don't need to go that far. That's quite a bit out of our way from where we're going. As you can see, we're going up here, so we're just going to kind of again come up here till we're clear of the terrain. By the way, if a little fact about Wyoming is there are no 14ers in Wyoming, so if you get to 14,000 feet, you are clear of all terrain. Kick knee. Yes, kick me. The kick me transition. There's some good VORs and intersections in Wyoming. There, one of my favorite is the Crazy Woman VOR. That's a good one. What a great way to travel. Little slant alpha, little radio nav all the way across. That's awesome, dude. You guys, I'm glad you're having fun with it, man. It just makes me smile. I mean, I do these dumb things with my events. I know they're a little different, sometimes a little convoluted, but I just want to try to do something a little different so you guys have fun with it. I love giving you guys the freedom to kind of make the event work for you also. Ring doorbell. What do we got here? What's going on here? We have a little person at the door. No, we don't. We have my Santa Claus, my inflatable Santa Claus activates the doorbell sometimes. All right, we've got an ad starting here in just a little bit. I apologize for that. All right, I gotta turn that off because my dogs go crazy when they hear that because they know that means doorbell time. But I'll catch you on the other side of the ad break. We'll be on our way, last leg, heading to Central Wyoming Regional Airport. Thanks for tuning into the Melvin Leroy channel. Catch you on the other side. All right, Cody, we got him, bud. Good job, man. Good job, mister. And just about to 14. I'm going to go ahead and make the turn. Let's start heading eastbound and down. A little bit northeast probably at this point. And yeah, let's just go direct to Rooksy. Initial fix. Nav it up. Be on our way. working those engines a little bit harder than I should have been. Let's back it off. 33 and 25. It's worked pretty well for us today. And let's just lean out again here. We were doing about 18 gallons an hour, I think, is what we were doing. 18 or 19. Here's our peak. Yeah, right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. A little bit of icing. Guess who forgot to turn on the anti-icing stuff? This guy. Oops. And I didn't turn the landing lights on either. And I didn't turn the strobe lights on. I didn't do a whole lot of stuff. I'm getting a little mentally fatigued here, I think, maybe, possibly, kind of, sort of. And here's the problem. Again, you start getting ice on the windshield, man, it's really hard to get it off. Let's do full defrost. How are we doing? Temperature-wise. 80 degrees. Oh, man. I can't beat that with a bat. All right, that was good coffee. Very good coffee. I'm going to have to switch to something more bubbly for the remainder of the day, though. A little Sprite or something to help with my throat. Can't show you much out here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Little sundog. Right? Isn't that what you call those things? The sundogs? No, that's not around the sun. That's just a flat-out rainbow. Cool. Let's see just a little bit. The good news is that we should be getting better weather the closer we get to central Wyoming. So hopefully, it's not, again, it's 100 miles or something. So yeah, we're already at just 22 minutes from our destination. In fact, I think we'll just let's come down here. Let's take a look at what we're needing to do. So, Riverton, RNAV, runway 10. Approach course 104. Yep, we've got 386, 5902. Beautiful. So our goal here at Tidhu is to be down 7,900 feet. Then we step down to Saka at 6,800. Then we grab the descent profile at that point. Come on in. If we should happen to need to go missed, climb to 8,600, direct to Donvi, and hold. So runway heading essentially out here to Donvi, 8,600, and hold. That's the plan, Stan. I think we're 2280 for advisory at Central Wyoming also. Yep, 2280. And what do we have weather-wise? 366, good visibility. 2990. Good. Chilling in Boston, baby. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'd love to go to Boston one of these days. Never been in real life. Here we go. Clearing right up. Heading into this is the Wind River Range that we're crossing here. Part of the Rocky Mountains, obviously, but a little south of Jackson. But this is actually close to where the highest point in Wyoming is. Gannett Peak, 13,900 and change or something like that. I don't think we can see it tonight, but this is where we're at. And they do have a fair amount of snow around these parts already. They've been, whereas we have gotten very little snow where I live, these guys have actually been getting pretty regular snow. You've almost caught up. I've tried to find you. Where the heck are you, man? Are you in the King Air? Is that what you decided to do? Gotcha. Okay, how do I add... Did we try to do this already? November 26 November? That's you, right? Yep. Let me try to add you as a friend here. Again, I just... November 26 November. Yeah, I just don't know how to... just don't know how to add people in Elevate X. I can see you. You're right there. I tried it, so I can't search for you because you're not a friend. That's part of the deal. All right, so let's do this. Let's do a request. Can I click on you this way and request you? Oh, you don't have Elevate X? Well, it's... maybe that's the problem. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, we see you, man. You're almost... You definitely... That King Air will definitely make tracks, man. That thing will go. How far do you have to go? Top of drop coming up. $7,900 is the goal. Set Western Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's doable for you. I mean, it'd be a nice long day of flying, but that's definitely doable. You probably just one fuel stop. Sly, thanks for the follow. Welcome. How are you? You hate Twitch. Global, what's up, man? What's wrong with Twitch? Thanks for the follow. Good to have you on board there. Yeah. I mean, if you could just go all the way through, man, that's kind of cool also, but I would, no more than one fuel stop. Oh, it keeps unfollowing. Hey, I had that. Okay. Thank you, Global, because I had that last night. I went over we raided Rapenza, and it showed I wasn't following him again. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, I'm glad I'm not crazy. Yeah. Okay. Chavez is getting that same thing too. Yeah, I don't. What's the deal with that? Why would it do that? That's crazy. Well, thanks for refollowing, I guess, guys. I don't take it personally. So, yeah, it's weird, but it does confirm what I was thinking. Same thing last time. Like, I know I'm following Rapenza. But, anyway. Yeah, man. Not half bad, right, dude? Not half bad. Tough to beat mountain flying in the winter. And this plane, I tell you what, between the pressurization and the anti-icing, man, it's really a nice plane to fly. I think we're flying over. That's it might be Dinwiddie Lake right there that we just flew over. That lake has its headwaters up here at Gannett Peak, the highest peak in Wyoming. I fished it a few times. It's a good fishing hole. Yeah, we're making ice, baby. Look at that. Goodness, we're turning into an ice cube here. Holy cow! I've got everything on I can have on though. Let's do a quick surface de-ice here. See if that helps any. Yeah, man. How we doing? 80 degrees. Cabin pressure is good. And everything else is green and happy. As you can see, 14,000. Oh, I meant to go to 17,000. I filed 17,000. Oh well, it's too late now. 14 gets you clear, not by much. I'm like, why am I so close to the mountains? That might be Gannett right up there, actually. But yeah, if you get to 14 in Wyoming, you're safe, as long as your altimeter is correct. Top of drop coming up, guys. We're almost there. What a great morning of bonus streaming, even if I am losing my voice. Try a little Diet Dr. Pepper. See if that helps. I'm supposed to have an eye appointment tomorrow. Get my prescription refilled. Busy at work. Can't afford to be sick. Here's the East Fork coming in. One of the few rivers on this part of the state that flows south. Interestingly enough, pretty much everything else flows up towards Montana. These are called the Three Lakes. It's just outside of DuBois, Wyoming. Oh, this is Dinwiddie, Upper Dinwiddie. So this is the river that again has the headwaters up here. Comes off of the glaciers on Gannett Peak. You're just about to get going, Global. Nice. Have fun, dude. It's been a great flight. Sorry, Cody. I know, man. It's annoying. I need to turn those notifications off. Somehow my Ring doorbell reset some settings. Now everything. I've got this inflatable Santa Claus, and so anytime it like moves in front of the Ring camera, it thinks someone's at the door, and then which sets off the alarm, or the doorbell chime, and which sets off my dogs. All right, guys, I'm gonna just be quiet. I am losing my voice. This is wild. They know, right, Global? Like, they know what that chime means. You want one real quick here, Fixie? You got it, man.
Cody the brave with a heart so grand. Tiny paws leave prints in the sand. Leader of the pack with a bark so strong. In his fluffy world, nothing goes wrong. Oh, Cody, my co-pilot, my star in the sky. Barking for love as the clouds roll by. Protector and greeter, my fluffy knight.
Indeed, good Fixins.
Guiding my streams with his bark so bright. He's perked up like radar on cue.
Smooching the White Walker.
Eyes so sharp, catching every view. A tiny tail wagging to the beat of life.
Vertical track.
Cody around, there's no room for strife. Oh, Cody, my co-pilot, my star in the sky. Barking for love as the clouds roll by. Protector and greeter, my fluffy knight.
Bull Lake right there.
Guiding my streams with his bark so bright. Through the VATSIM skies and endless streams. He's the hero of all my dreams. A little dog with a mighty roar. In my heart, he's forevermore.
Morton Lake.
Oh,
Ocean
Cody,
Lake.
my co-pilot, my star in the sky. Barking for love as the clouds roll by. Protector and greeter, my fluffy knight. Guiding my streams with his bark so bright.
There you go, guys. Time to get crazy. shape. Thanks for the request there, Good Fixins. Appreciate that. As does Cody. Even though he won't let on that he does because he's constantly on the ready for danger. $10,000 lights. And let's come over here. I will set this to field-ish elevation. I'm always confused on this. The top one I think you're supposed to set to sea level. The bottom one is what you set at cruise, I think. Danger, yeah, that's right. It'll get a little chilly. Down to 85 degrees, you guys. You got it started, Pixie. You're an animal, dude. Maybe that's what I'll do this afternoon is just mess around with the dog. Let's make it a mad dog afternoon. Okay, there's 1,000 to go. And we're looking really good. And then again, once we get to Titu, we got to step down to 6,800. I'm going to let the airplane level off and we'll slow down a little bit, though. I let the speed get away from us just a smidge. It's good to live in the yellow band every now and again, right? Just make a visit, right? I guess not live there, but nice place to visit. Yep, I've got 3 things I got to get done. 3 major projects here I've got to get done. And then hopefully back kind of dinner time-ish. Get back in and fart around a little bit. All right, there's 7,900. And speed coming off. Can we activate this approach-o? Procedure. Activate. Or do you don't have to activate it. I think you just stay in it, right? We go nav mode here. Yeah, I think you just freaking stay in it, don't you? I don't left turn 104 down to stepping down 6,800. I might just freaking hand fly this down. I'm being honest. It does give me the glide slope indication. That might be just a little bit of a reference here. Alright, so we'll just head down. Gosh darn it. We'll just head down to 68 and we'll kind of see. I've got the field in sight. Heck, what am I doing? Time to fly, baby. As the great Sugar Ray would say, I just want to fly. Central Wyoming traffic, Barron 11816 out of 7,500 on the approach runway 10. Nope, that's not right. Yeah, that's right. 10. Lunchtime, all right, Fixie. Thanks for hanging, man. Go take care of your list, and yeah, who knows? Maybe later tonight we could do some dueling Mad Dogs or something. J-Foot has the keys to the pressurization issue. Yeah, so all right, man. Well, I'll try to get with you at some point here. I'm a little high. Central Wyoming traffic bearing 816, 5 mile final 10, Central Wyoming. Getting kind of back on track here. Let's go gear. First notch. I think we'll just go a single notch of flaps here.
$500. A little bit of a cross. I mean, crosswind lifting us up a little bit here, more than I thought, but that was all right. That was probably the worst landing of the 3, but that's all right. That's all right. We are down, and that's what's important. Okay, here we are, and we're going to just park over here in the FBO. And Riverton traffic, bearing 816, clear of 10, Riverton. Central Wyoming, sorry. Here's our fancy pants FBO, Classic Aviation. Whenever I make a delivery there, our inside joke is I'm always telling them I'm happy to be visiting the best FBO in the entire airport. Actually, we'll come over here. Nope, we're taking fancy pants FBO. And we laugh and yeah. We'll leave the other spot. That's where the Slotation Parks is, over there in that other spot. Okay, that's cool. We're there, and let's turn stuff off, and we're going to call this a wrap, my friends. That was a lot of fun. What a yeah, that's right. Right out in front there. I know the guy that runs the FBO a little bit. He was when I was principal at the middle school, he was one of our subs, and so I got to know him a little bit. And I actually called him and asked him if he needed any help when I was looking for a part-time job. And unfortunately, he has one employee, and I think she's pretty good. She's been there for a while. So he's like, yeah, unfortunately, we're full. All right, well, let's get the chocks on. Probably shouldn't put the pitot covers on just yet. How'd we do? Oh, look at us treating the engines with respect. Gotta love it. So, officially, what is our time here? What is our time? Zulu time is 1803. So I can go in and I can put my Virtual USA Flying Club Okay, here we go. November 11816. We flew it in the beach 58. We went from 62 Sierra to Boise, to Jackson Hole to Riverton. We did it on December 21st. And yeah, we finished. Yeah, that'll work. That's the first entry, baby. Cool. All right, well, I appreciate you guys being here. And it's pure chaos in Boston. Nice, as it should be. As it should be. But I appreciate you being here for this bonus stream. Let's cue the outro and call it good.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Awesome, awesome flight here. Just a great way to start a Sunday, start a day off. And yeah, I couldn't have done it without you guys. So appreciate it again. Let's see. What do we got coming up here? Well, I actually don't have. Whoa! Hi, bye, TFB. Happy Saturday, dude. Colossos, take care, man. Oh, I know what we got. Okay, we got to go. Let's see. Yeah, we got to go bother Jeffrey. So Jeffrey is doing his first tower session at LaGuardia. So let's go get over to his channel, give him some love, support, hop in your favorite aircraft, and maybe fly out of there. But I am basically for the rest of the year. I'm sort of as able in terms of streaming. So perhaps something later tonight, perhaps something later in the week. I don't know. But I will let you know on my Discord as soon as I possibly can. But honestly, don't expect any more than about a 15-minute lead time on any of this stuff. It's just going to be the way it is. All the grandkids are here, and as we're finishing up the holiday rush, at work and all that good stuff. Hey, Monkey on Steroids, thanks for the follow. Sorry that I'm heading out, but we're gonna go over to a great streamer, Jeffrey B, good friend, and another Virtual USA Flying Club member. So go give him some love, you guys. Got 19 viewers. We can definitely distract him a little bit, if nothing else. All right, y'all, enjoy your Sunday and possibly see you later on. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time with your family. Take care.
Like, I need this extra stress in my life. Oh, Melvin! Hey, Raiders, Melvin. I saw you were flying the event today. We're stressing ourselves out because we have signed up to do LaGuardia Tower for the first time in the history of our controlling career during a New York event. Luckily, Philadelphia is the featured field. That's why I'm wearing my Eagles stuff. And I'm hoping not to